This man is worth $300 billion. He's wearing a $12 t-shirt. He drives a 10-year-old car. He eats at McDonald's. Now look at this. She owes $47,000 she doesn't have. Same flex. Opposite financial reality. How is that possible? How does someone worth hundreds of millions choose to look ordinary? And how does someone who's broke convince the whole world they're rich? This isn't a coincidence. This is a system. And once you understand it, you can never unsee it. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because this will change the way you see money forever. There are two types of people walking around your city right now. Type 1, the invisible millionaire. No flashy car, no loud logo. You'd walk right past them at a grocery store. Type 2, the luxury debtor. Everything about them screams money, but their bank account is screaming something very different. And here's what nobody tells you. Our entire culture has trained us to confuse the two. Stop. Look at this. 80% of millionaires in America are first generation. They built it from nothing. The average millionaire drives a 4-year-old car, lives in a middle-class neighborhood, and shops at Costco. Meanwhile, Americans spend over $18 billion a year on luxury goods they finance. $18 billion borrowed to look rich. Here's where it gets dark. Our brains are wired, literally wired, to signal status. Evolutionary psychologists call it costly signaling. You spend resources conspicuously to prove you have resources. A peacock's tail, a lion's mane, a Rolex on your wrist. It worked 50,000 years ago when status meant survival. The problem? We're still running that same ancient software in a world designed by trillion-dollar companies to exploit it. And the machine that profits from this instinct? It has never been more sophisticated. Buy now, pay later. Apps grew by 400% in 3 years. Luxury brands deliberately place stores next to banks. Credit card companies studied human psychology for decades before designing their reward programs. They are not selling you a bag. They are selling you an identity. And they charge interest on it. You are literally paying a premium, monthly, to feel like someone you're not. And the worst part? The people you're trying to impress are doing the exact same thing. They are running on a hamster wheel. This is what I call the appearance wealth trap. And it is the single biggest reason smart, hardworking people stay permanently middle class. Here's the cycle. You get a raise. Great. But now you feel like you should upgrade your car because people at your new salary level drive better cars, right? So you lease something. Your monthly payment goes up. Then you need the apartment that matches the car, the wardrobe that matches the apartment. You got a raise and somehow ended up with less financial security than before. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. I call it the identity debt spiral. And almost nobody escapes it, because almost nobody is taught to see it. Wait, it gets crazier. There is a landmark study, and if you've never heard of it, your financial life is about to shift. Researchers Thomas Stanley and William Danko spent 20 years studying millionaires across America. Their conclusion? The wealthiest people in most neighborhoods are the ones you'd never suspect. The accountant, the plumber who owned 6 trucks, the quiet woman down the street who bought Amazon stock in 2001 and never sold. They don't broadcast it, because they understand something the luxury debtor never figured out. And here it is. The reason rich people look broke and broke people look rich. Actual wealthy people understand, at a deep psychological level, that money is a tool, not a trophy. Every dollar you spend performing wealth is a dollar that cannot be deployed as capital. They've made a simple but radical decision. Let the asset grow. Let the identity wait. The luxury debtor chose the identity first. They're paying for the appearance of a future they haven't built yet. The invisible millionaire chose the asset first. They're living below the identity they've already earned, and getting richer every month because of it. So here's the tactical shift. 3 moves the invisible millionaire makes that the luxury debtor never does. Move 1. They measure net worth, not look worth. They know their number. Assets minus liabilities. They optimize for that number, not for what Instagram thinks of their lifestyle. Move 2. Before every significant purchase, they ask one question. Does this buy me more time, more income, or more options? If the answer is no, it's a liability dressed as a reward. Move 3. They practice delayed identity. They live like they're building an empire before the empire is built. The car, the watch, the vacation, those come later, after the asset base is real. Here's the thing nobody says out loud, and I'm going to say it. You have permission to not perform. You have permission to drive the paid-off Toyota, wear the plain t-shirt, skip the bottle service, and redirect that money into something that multiplies. Because when you do, in 10 years, you won't need to perform. The numbers will speak for themselves. The people who looked broke while building, they're the ones who eventually have the real choice, whether to spend or not because they have to impress anyone, because they can. That's the difference. The Invisible Millionaire never needed your approval. The Luxury Debtor needed it every single day, and that need cost them everything. If this hit different, if something in here shifted for you, it means you're already starting to think like the Invisible Millionaire. Protect that shift, feed it. Hit subscribe, because the next video is going to show you exactly why your salary, no matter how big it gets, is architecturally designed to keep you from building real wealth. Not your fault, but now it's your problem to solve. I'm going to show you how. 0 to Dynasty. Let's build.